Okay, so hello everyone. Today we are going to solve a multi-million dollar problem that every petroleum company faces daily. Imagine you are an engineer at ExxonMobil and your well is producing 500 barrels of oil per day. But with the right optimization, you could increase that to 800 barrels per day. That's an extra $24,000 per day at the current prices. Over a year, that's nearly $9 million in additional revenue from just one well. Now multiply that by 1,000 of wells. So why this story? Because artificial lift comes into picture. Okay. So by the end of this lecture, you guys will understand the physics behind gas lift and choke optimization. We are going to generate machine learning models for production optimization, implement automated optimization algorithms, evaluate the model, and create a complete project with data persistence. So let's start. Let's start with lift system. Gas lift. So gas lift is basically an artificial lift method to reduce fluid density in the tubing. Gas injection reduces the hydrostatic pressure, allowing reservoir pressure to push the fluids to surface. And there need to be control or optimize this gas injection rate. Too little can be insufficient lift, too much can be waste and instability, result into waste and instability. Well, and pressure need to be fixed also, back pressure on the system it will give. Reservoir pressure is the driving force, water cut will affect the fluid density, and well depth will affect the hydrostatic height. So if I increase gas injection rate, what happens to the production? Actually, it's a more complex question. There is an optimal point. Too much gas creates turbulence and can actually reduce flow also. Okay. And then comes your now chokes. Chokes comes into the picture. These are the production control devices. Think of them like a garden hose nozzle. It will control the flow rate and wellhead pressure. When pressure drop is high, flow becomes sonic. And there is bean size that is measured in 64th of an inch. Here key variables are upstream and downstream pressure, fluid properties, gas liquid ratio GLR. In the field, engineers often adjust chokes based on intuition. We are going to use data and ML to do better. Now comes why machine learning here. So there are two ways to solve this particular gas lift choke optimization problem. One is traditional approach, other is machine learning approach. Traditional approach includes your manual adjustment based on experience, simple correlation, trial and error, limited optimization capability. On the other hand, ML approach is data-driven optimization. It can handle complex non-linear relationship, and it can give predictive capabilities. Your Chevron has reported 15 to 20% production increase using ML optimization on their gas system. Shell saved over $1 million annually on the single platform using automated job optimization. Okay. So that was a quick overview of what we are going to do. We are going to optimize the gas lift choke. And for doing this, we have the gas lift data, gas injection rate, wellhead pressure, reservoir pressure, water cut, GOR, tubing diameter, well depth, and oil production, as well as we have choke data. Choke size, upstream pressure, downstream pressure, GLR, fluid density, temperature, viscosity, and flow rate. Okay. So we are going to use these things. Now, let's start with the code overview. Okay. So scikit-learn we are going to use here. Then we have this particular class, gas lift choke optimize. Oh, sorry. So our first of all, we are going to initialize the class. It will set up the class with empty models, scalars, data containers. It will create save directory For data persistence, it will initialize the metadata tracking also, model metadata tracking. Then comes our generate gas lift data. This is the function that is used to generate the synthetic gas lift optimization data. But we already have the data, so we are not going in the depth of this particular function. You guys can see it because sometimes there are chances that you want to experiment with the data, right? So it has used proper pressure differential effects, optimal gas rate curves, and water cut penalties to create synthetic gas lift optimization data set. Okay, the output from this function will be a data frame with oil production as target variable. Our oil production is obviously the target variable. We have to optimize the gas lift so that our oil production can increase. Okay, so this is our gas lift data. Similarly, there is your choke data generation function also that will generate the synthetic data for the choke optimization. Here again, critical flow equation through chokes and temperature viscosity effects are used to generate the data, to generate the synthetic data. Here again, your output is a data frame with the flow rate as target variable. Now comes our machine learning training functions. First is our train gas lift model. So this will train the random forest model for gas lift optimization. Here process will be the similar to every machine learning project. First of all, we are going to split the data. We are going to do the feature scaling. We are going to do hyperparameter tuning, and then we are going to evaluate the model. What hyperparameters we are using? An estimator, max depth, minimum samples split, and minimum sample sleep. Okay. Then we are training our machine random forest model here. We have used a grid search here. And then we are seeing the output or evaluating the model based on the R-square score, mean square error, mean absolute error. Okay. And then we are saving the model, which is the best. We are saving the best model out. The name gas lift model. Let's see here. I already saved models there. So people buy. Yeah. People buy. Okay. Now comes your train choke model. It will train your machine learning model for choke optimization. Okay, we are going to take our X and Y is our flow rate, splitting, scaling, grid search CV, optimization, not optimization, basically. Grid search CV, hyperparameter tuning, and all those stuff. Sorry. And then we are going to save the model. Okay. Now we have trained our models. Now we have to do the optimization. So there comes this particular optimized gas lift. Optimization algorithm, optimization thing comes into picture. Now for the existing part, actual optimization, we have trained our models to predict production given input parameters. But what we really want is the reverse. Given all other conditions, what will be the optimal gas injection rate? Okay. So basically, we'll be given the well conditions. We need to find the gas injection rate that maximizes the oil production. So there, this function optimize gas lift comes into picture. It will find the optimal gas injection rate for given well condition. It will apply, basically, it will apply your grid search CV across different gas injection rate. It will create a parameter grid here for gas rate. Then a parameter grid is created. Then we will be predicting the production and we are getting the maximum production. Basically, we are getting the maximum production. And the point at which our production is maximum, that will be our optimal gas rate. So in this way, we are doing the optimization. Okay, and we will also be creating a curve here. We will be creating a curve here that will be having the optimal gas rate, expected production, and optimization curve. In a similar way, there is your optimized choke function that will optimize the choke size for maximum flow rate. Same way, we'll do the grid search across different choke sizes. We'll create a parameter grid. We are going to predict the production and we are going to find out the maximum production. Okay, this is pretty good here. That will be our optimal choke size. Okay. And we are going to save the optimization. So, and then this is our plot. This is the function for plotting. This will create side by side plots of optimization curves. So one will be your gas lift plot that will be having gas rate versus oil production with optimal point highlighted. One will be your choke plot that will be having choke size versus flow rate with optimal point highlighted. Okay. So this is simple plot function, nothing else. Guys, knows. Then save data. For saving our data, it will save the data set in multiple formats, CSV, pickle, timestamp, all those things. Same model for saving our model in pickle file. Save optimization result. It will save the optimization run for tracking and comparison. Load the data for loading data from your pickle file, CSV file, and all those things. Loading the model. These are simple helping functions, nothing else. Okay. Now, this is your create project summary. So this will create the comprehensive project documentation. It will include model information, statistics, training metadata, and it will be also passed in through a JSON format. It will basically give you the audit trail for the complete project history. Okay, complete summary. Let's see it. It will give the complete summary here, and it will also be saved if you see. Aha, just like this. Complete summary. And this is your feature importance plot so that we get the importance of the feature, which features are important in a particular model. And then we are going to run our main block that will demonstrate the complete workflow. We are initializing our optimizer. Then we are generating the synthetic data, but we already have data here, so no need. Just give. Yeah. Hello. So this is our main function. Here we are generating the synthetic data, first of all, but we already have data, so this is not required. Then it's displaying the data statistics, train both models with hyperparameter tuning, run optimization example, visualize the result. These are the optimization examples, choke optimization example. Then we are visualizing the result. Then we are saving the complete project summary here. And then we are showing the file management capabilities. Okay, so let's run this. Let's run this. Let's see. So this is the data statistics. Now our machine learning models has been training because cross validation is there, so it may take some time. Production allocation is also happening here. So, and that's the way. Okay, model has been trained for gas lift. R square 0.892. Good R square. Here we are doing the hyperparameter tuning. That's why R square is improved. In the previous project, you must have seen R square was very low because no hyperparameter tuning was done. Again, because of hyperparameter tuning itself, it's really taking that much of time. So yes, models has been trained. So you can see the optimized parameters here in this plot. So this is the optimal gas injection rate, 1.73 mmSCF per day. Here we are getting the highest oil production. And this is the optimal choke size, 63.43 of 64 inches. Here we are getting the maximum production. So in this way, we can use this particular code. We can use this particular code for doing the optimization. And these are the feature importance for both the model. And these are the feature importance: gas injection rate, choke size, reservoir pressure, viscosity. Okay. So these are the feature importance of both the model. Yeah, that's fine. And there we go. So here is the complete optimization result also. This is the optimal gas injection rate and best oil production. Results have been saved in this JSON format. You can go and see the results. Different gas rates, different predicted production, and when we are getting the best production. In a similar way, same thing is done for our choke data. Same thing is done for our choke data. All the data files has been stored, so we are getting a quick summary. Model files are these, metadata files are these, and optimization results are present here. So now we can load this particular data. We can load the model to check out further things. And that's your gas lift job optimization. Okay, thank you all. We're going to catch up in the next.